Significant actions are being carried out by Shiba Inus. A massive whale just sent billions of Shiba to Coinbase. It may have also hinted at the year's major price swing that was about to happen. Anxiety has set up among the populace. The graphs remains quiet. But what actually happens when we don't see it? A total breakdown. Could this be the start of something big? Is anything big about to happen at Coinbase? Also, what does this mean for people who own Shiba Inus right now? Now I'll explain it more thoroughly. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If you are interested in Shiba and want to learn more, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button to get more Shib news. There has been a great deal of talk about a recent event among Shiba Inu owners. The shocking transfer of over 2.5 trillion Shiba Inu coins, worth an estimated $31 million, to Coinbase Institutional rocked the cryptocurrency community. Indeed, it was a single transaction. Very seldom does one come across such a massive shift. Such actions are not typical of the market. When something like this happens, it's only natural that people start paying attention right away. Shiba Inu whales have a purpose for their extensive migrations. To that end, what is the actual state of affairs here? Has something more substantial begun here? Is this related to the much-touted Shibarium upgrade that came out not long ago? Could one of the most important measures for Shiba Inus having reached a new all-time high be the cause? Furthermore, how about Bitcoin, since there are also some strange things happening there? There is no denying the connection to the Shiba Inu. There is another issue that needs our consideration before we try to understand the substantial Shiba Inu action. The Shiba Inu team has lately updated the Shibarium mainnet nodes and PuppyNet significantly since it could have been the reason for the move. A clear message was delivered to node admins by the update now. This was no ordinary repair, time was of the essence. As part of the update, we fixed a major problem that has been annoying mobile users for quite a while. Those who have tried and failed to use MetaMask to eliminate Shiba Inus are not alone. A defect that blocked the processing of transactions occurred because a feature was missing from Shibarium's system. Everything has been taken care of to everyone's satisfaction. Everything is back to normal now. In addition, last month, they fixed another problem. There was considerable misunderstanding because the Shibarium website did not have snapshots of the mainnet's current condition. Also, that is no longer an issue. One conclusion emerges from all of this. The network's dependability, functionality, and readiness for major action are all improving. Both the average user and the key players on the sidelines can tell when these kinds of problems have been resolved. We must ask then, what does the $31 million move to Coinbase mean? The more I think about it, the more sense it makes. But there's another factor we can't ignore before we get into the real explanation for the huge Coinbase move. It can seem little at first. Nonetheless, it's really large. A Twitter user pointed up something that had been partly disregarded. Nevertheless, it served no purpose. A new all-time high was published by them. Bags featuring Shiba Inus have recently surpassed 1.5 million on-chain, among the all-time best. Shiba Inus are gathering unstoppable pace, they went on to say. That is not just a lot of words. That figure can be proven. This indicates that the number of Shiba Inu owners is more now than it has ever been in its history. When there are more handbags, more people believe and are interested. Everything fell into place when we added this to the previously mentioned Shibarium update, which made the network more dependable, faster, and smoother. Finally, the network is stable. Also, this is the fastest growing community we've ever seen. Everyone is talking about this because of this. This is the new focus on Shiba Inus because of this. This is why major transactions like the one to Coinbase make people stop and think about if anything big is about to happen. Finally, we can get down to the business of talking about what might actually happen. This is the data we have solid proof of. According to Whale Alert, 2.5 trillion Shiba Inu were sent from an unidentified wallet to Coinbase Institutional. One of the biggest platforms in the game received around $30 million. Despair is the first reaction to a tragedy of this scale. It is also partly expected. The first thought that comes to mind is that the whale is about to fall over from carrying so many Shiba Inus to the trade. There will be a sell-off, a price crash, and then chaos, according to the crowd. In most cases, that is how the web responds. Furious, sudden, and dramatic. This is always the case at the outset. The storyline, though, was flawed on this occasion. As more details emerged, it became clear that this wasn't going to be a quick sale. Neither a panic nor an effort to liquidate led to it. Coinbase Institutional, a platform not meant for recreational trading, was affiliated with it. Professional rivals, money, and ultra-wealthy people are the target audience. That completely changes the story. Usually, this kind of move means one thing. Either a large trader or fund is looking to make a long-term investment, or they are going to keep Shiba Inus as pets. It may be as easy as moving funds from a cold wallet to Coinbase's safekeeping. Has nothing to do with transaction. Now things start to heat up because a massive player is currently engaging in this type of move with Coinbase Institutional. It begs the question, is Shiba Inu partnering with Coinbase for an upcoming big event? If an exchange starts running in the background without making any noise, it usually means they have some kind of secret knowledge, like about an upcoming collaboration, integration, or product release. It is still only a theory at this point, but it's never obvious at first. Because of this, we are experiencing an incredibly exciting moment. This is more than just scenery. An actual event with Shiba Inus is taking place. Also, it's possible that we're about to see it. There might not seem to be anything happening if you're looking at the Shiba Inu price list right now. Also, there have been no major changes to the price in the last day. Everything seems to be going well, but there's a hitch. Beneath that calm surface, something is definitely happening. The presence of such a volume is not coincidental. Shopping, advertising, and positioning are all activities in which people are involved. That the market is picking up steam again is a sign of good news. But wait, Shiba Inu isn't the only thing we're talking about. What makes it so remarkable are the outside forces at work, which have the ability to drastically change the Shiba Inu universe. Stablecoin integration is reportedly in the early stages of conversation with Apple, X, Airbnb, and Google, as was previously revealed. Pause for a second and think about this. These companies are technical giants that impact almost every part of our lives. They are among the most important in the world. They are also looking into Bitcoin payments. This move really shows that big tech isn't just curious anymore. They are planning their next move. Things are getting ready to happen right now. As far as the incorporation of crypto into everyday life is concerned, this would be a huge step forward. People would have laughed off the very thought of such a proposal even as recently as a few years ago, and this is actually happening right now. Many people's skepticism stems from this very reason. At this very second, all eyes are on the doors as they open. Shiba Inu volume, Shibarium improvements, and the migrations of cetaceans. Everything is happening at the same time. This is the main reason why this event is important. Here, even if everything we've spoken about points to a major shift in the market, there's one thing we can't ignore if we want to know where things are headed. Thus, Bitcoin was born. The success or failure of Bitcoin must be considered whenever the Shiba Inu or any cryptocurrency is up for discussion. It is still the head of state. Any change in the value of Bitcoin affects the whole market. Regardless of our personal choices, it sets the tone. Approximately $117,000 is the current worth of one Bitcoin. Calm prevails over tumultuous motion, crashes, and moonshots. Furthermore, such serenity is the kind that makes people nervous, as if waiting breathlessly for what's to come is the norm. The market was beginning to recover until this surprising revelation was revealed by a notable crypto expert on Twitter. With a broader view and consideration of all we've covered, you'll find that the Shibarium upgrades make using the network much easier. Everything starts to fit into place when you consider the enormous $31 million purchase of a Shiba Inu whale into Coinbase Institutional, the present concentration of big tech businesses on stablecoins and crypto payments, and the historic spike in Shiba Inu ownership. These are not just ambient sounds. Indicators like these exist. A shift is taking place. Not only may the Shiba Inu be entering a new era, but the entire crypto realm could be as well.